Look out. It's Monday. We're back. And we are from coast to coast. Uh, I love the name of this show because I'm out here in California. Ty's out there on the East Coast. And we got David up in the middle. And I'm really glad. I like coming out on Fridays, doing my thing. Saturdays, I do a show. Sunday. But when we get together on Mondays, I get Ty, I get David, and sometimes we get our good friend Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. But right now, it's what we got. And I like to live every day to the moment you get, right? Not every day can be the most elaborate day. Sometimes you're eating hot dogs, right? Well, today, folks, we're not eating hot dogs. We got a little bit for you, something a little bit special. Maybe corn dogs is on the menu. But I take every day and I really do want to live it to the best of my abilities, right? So when you do a job, you try to just do it the best you can do. And whether we got one person in here or we got a million people in here, I have fun doing this. And I am very proud to have met both of you guys and do this. Ty, we don't get to talk to you a whole lot. And before we get all started and everything, I have a couple questions. I'm sure David might have a couple of questions. So if there's anything, we need a safe word, just, you should know what the safe word is or put that in the private chat, right? So OnlyFans, right? They'll know that for sure. But let's get into this. Ty, I'm a Volkswagen kind of guy. Yep. David, he's a Jeep kind of guy. He's a Chevy kind of guy. What kind of vehicle are you? What kind of are you over the board or you
No, I'm a Jeep guy. I'm the Jeep brand in particular. I went from for years, drove a Cherokee Sport.
Okay.
And then moved up to a Wrangler. And I've been Wrangler ever since. So I'm a 4x4 Wrangler guy.
When you say Cherokee Sport, do you mean the old 90s kind of square?
Yeah. The old square body Cherokees,
straight sticks.
Yep.
Okay.
So I love Jeeps myself. I am a Grand Cherokee guy. I got to drive one in Kentucky. It had a splash pan underneath. We found out that there was 3 different transfer cases for that particular model because ours went out, and we were lucky enough to work in this pit. And it was nice because you can stand up underneath it and actually put it in. Well, when you're trying to mount it, again, if you know what I'm talking about, but there's a different size and you know what? Sometimes you don't know until you take things apart. But I love Jeeps. I really do. There's a joke about Jeeps. When I was down in Kentucky, my dad told me about it. And I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Do you know what Jeep stands for?
There is a thing. I learned it once. I can't tell you what it is right now. I'm sure you'll let me know though.
So Jeep, right? Everybody knows about the love bug, right? Everybody the punch buggy kind of game and stuff like that, right? Well, so Jeeps, if you break down the letters in Jeep, it stands for just enjoy every puddle. So if you've been in a Jeep, it don't matter if it's a Cherokee, if it's a Wrangler, if it's a Sport, Jeeps are fun. They straight are fun.
I agree. And you can drive them straight off the lot to go over some puddles.
Oh yeah.
Stop and go over some puddles. They are a fun vehicle.
So for me, I look at a lot of German vehicles. I kind of persuaded that way a little bit. My dad, he worked on Opel GT. It's a Chevy kind of car, but it's kind of like a German car there. It looks like a baby Corvette. So I do like some of the European cars. I do like American cars too. I like all kinds of cars. And I like cars that are realistic, that I can actually maybe potentially own, maybe work on if I need to. Ideally, no car you want to work on, right? If you got to work on a car, you kind of have problems. But when you're a young kid and, you're trying to put something together and maybe you don't have a whole lot of money, you don't have a job, but you want to drive, right? So I started building my car. And when I look at, Volkswagen, I look at it a lot like Jeep, just like what you're saying. You can drive it over a puddle. You can do a lot of things. Volkswagens, because of the torque, the motor, they have that kind of push where they can do a lot of stuff and go out road and a lot of fun stuff. People they don't underestimate the bug. So because they don't underestimate the bug, I got to ask you, you've seen that Disney movie with, that love bug we keep talking about.
The love bug. Yeah.
you know his name. So his name is kind of like a household name. If you were in charge of the next Disney movie, okay, and they're going to be featuring a Jeep, what are you that Jeep?
What am I naming it?
Yep. You can't take
Ooh.
Kirby. Volkswagen.
No. Herbie is already iconic. It's taken. Everyone knows Herbie. Man, that's a tough question. Because it's got to be something family friendly and nice, and but still represent something. Yeah. Because Disney, you want everyone involved. Man, I don't know. Ooh.
Well, you think about that, all right? Because I know you'll probably come back. You'll probably have a great show here next week or so, and you'll be able to come and ask me something fun like that, and we'll get back to it. But for right now, folks, David, what was your because David's a Jeep guy too, and I asked David this the other day, and I believe David, I think he said something like the General, or if I'm correct,
That's exactly it, the General, because they started out in the Army because they were made specifically for the Army. Jeep, actually, the name started out GP. So a lot of folks don't know that.
So it's funny that
Willie's days.
It's funny that you said that, because the Jeep we drove in Kentucky, right? It was my dad's Jeep. I like to say it was my Jeep. I drove it more than he did. Whatever. You can, right? You got to play to be on the team. You got to drive it to own it, right? He'll probably say I'm crazy, but his name for his car, because we like to name our cars. It's funny. Not everybody does. Maybe not every car deserves a name, but in my typical family, almost everybody's named every one of their vehicles. So we were driving this 1988 Jeep Wrangler Grand Cherokee. Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was really nice, dark navy blue, gold pinstripe around it, gold leather interior. Really nice brush guard on the front, and it had that splash guard pan underneath the gas tank, and it was just really slick, right? Telescoping steering wheel. I mean, I thought I was smooth driving this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. He named it PJ. So what David's saying was his name, right? Maybe my dad knows a little bit more about cars than he's letting on.
He was a thinker on that one. Just turned it around.
Hey, shout out to Loani. This is my mama-in-law. Hey, she is right. Push starting a Volkswagen is not necessarily the hardest thing, and she's owned a couple of Volkswagens in the past too, so she knows. So thank you again. Thank you everybody for coming. We got Jason, Daniel, and we got Steve-O, Crazy Juice, and Anshaw, 49er Media. Thank you everyone for coming. So today's show, guys, because we can talk, or I can talk. You guys know I can talk. I can talk to myself. It's amazing. Some people can do it. Some people can't, right? As long as I guess you don't answer back, but you're supposed to answer back if you're having a conversation, right? That doesn't make you crazy, right?
I know I do. I think that's just polite, right? Just being polite.
So today I would like to go over some creative things. We can always get back to talking about 49er news and who could shoot and what's going to happen if we draft this guy or not. But the draft is coming, and I'd like to take just a little bit of a break from the draft and go into some hypotheticals. So one thing that I thought is really neat is football's been around for a very, very long time. And some of these teams didn't start in the NFL. And some of these teams joined the NFL. So when you start thinking about that, you're like, well, who did they play? And who did they play? And so now they play them, and they don't play them anymore, right? So there's a bunch of people pointing around like Spider-Man, right? If you know the meme, you know the meme. So you guys realize we used to play the Vikings. We used to play the Cleveland Browns. Do you understand that the Rams used to be in Cleveland? So there's a whole lot of history that we can go into. We're not going to do that all today, but there's different divisions. And sometimes it's crazy because when you hear Seahawk, do you necessarily think AFC West? You did a couple years ago in the 90s, right? Now, when they first started out in the league, shout out to Joe Stevens. I want to say 1976, 77, when they first started out in the league, they were a NFC team. And then they went to the AFC. And now they're back in the NFC. And that's why everybody's like, wait, they're an NFC team. So sometimes when there's an expansion team, or sometimes when teams have to change cities, shout out to the Oakland A's moving to Sacramento. We will never forget, and we will light the beam in Sacramento as well. We will have a green beam. So it won't be for you. It'll be for the fans, okay? Because the fans deserve it. The fans deserve it. It's not about the teams, the owner. The owner can move a team anywhere they want to. The fans don't have any rights or respect. Shout out to the Supersonics, Seattle Supersonics. Where are you at? Okay. Again, you have a fan base. They grow up. They start rooting for a team for years, right? Your dad rooted for them. Your grandpa rooted for them, and they just uproot and leave. So, folks, we can go on and on about that, but let's have a little bit of fun. I got Ty here and David here, and we're going to bring this page up. Okay. And what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to design the league. And I'm going to move off the camera a little bit, and you guys don't focus so much on me, but if you can all see the screen, we're going to start having some fun here. So what we're going to do, and I think we can perfect. I can still hear you guys. So this is the idea. This is the blank scope. This is what America looks like, right? This is what we're talking about. Okay, so currently, if you look, Seahawks and the Niners, the Chargers and Rams, that's not our division. Nope. So this is what we want to do. We want to kind of look at the stadium, the teams in their areas, and then we want to say maybe this might fit a little bit better. If he was to take maybe Seattle and Oakland and the Broncos and Chiefs together as a division, I think people would watch it. So let's go ahead and start. Get a blank one right here. We got the good color marker, red. And Ty, what do you want to start with first? We can do a whole page by yourself, or we can have you and David do it together, or we can do them separately. But where would you like to start?
Let's just have a little division by division go around, and we can talk about it. I think that'd be fun.
There are no rules here, folks. None at all. If you want Green Bay to play the Niners, then you can do that. It's up to again, you're going to have to explain why you'd like that to happen, but that's definitely a possibility. AFC, NFC can totally change. We are getting 4 teams in new divisions. So
it's Thunderdome, baby. Anything goes.
All right. So, Ty, where would you like to start?
Sorry, dogs were going crazy for a second. All right. We got to start out west with our 49ers, right? I mean, come on.
All right.
That's the place to be. I think just for geographical purposes and proximity, I know I would do that whole Battle of California.
Okay.
Definitely. So I'd group the 49ers, Chargers and Rams together. And simply because there is history with like the 49ers and the Raiders and the Chargers and the Raiders, I would add them in as the 4th team. So I would jump right, and throw the Raiders in there, and that would be my that division.
I agree. I like it. David, do you like it?
I would literally do the same thing. You got the Seahawks just hanging out up there on their own.
Yeah, they don't
they're
matter.
They're going to have to fly some.
No, but if you think about it, you still got the historic Battle of the Bay teams there, right? The old AFC West, Chargers Raiders thing, that's historic. It goes back a ways. We still got our rivalry with the Rams and the Chargers, the LA thing there. So there's a lot of synergy there, and the Raiders used to be in LA as well. So you have that old school synergy. So I think that makes for a good division.
I like it. All right. So let's pass it to David. David, where would you like to start? Continue on.
Well, I'm going to go all the way to the southeast there. And those 3 teams in Miami? I'm going to group them up, and I'm going to throw the Falcons in that division.
Okay.
then you could have the Battle of Miami every
Falcons.
year, right?
Okay. All right. Now I would possibly throw the Saints into this division, but I could see the Falcons going in. That's definitely a possibility for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. It could go either way, but I like it. Definitely the Battle of Florida. You got to have it, right?
All right, let's go. I'm going to go take the next one. I think that will be fair. And what I would like to do is I'm going to call it the Battle of New York.
I didn't think about that until you just went up there. That is pretty cool.
All right, Ty, you are next. What do you think? Where would you like to go?
I'd like to go here. What can we do? Let's go in the South there. So we got the Saints, the Texans, and the Cowboys. And where do I want to go with this? So you see the Arizona or the Titans. I kind of want to put the Titans in there. I kind of want to throw them in there.
All right. All right. I'm going to throw the Titans in, like you say. I think the Cardinals would have been a great pick as well, but I like this.
I was debating between the two, but I'm just thinking, tough matchup. It's something different, right? So the Cardinals would have been different as well. But yeah, I just kind of like that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like it too. I really do. It could work out too, because the Texans and the Titans, you have that right there. They used to play in the same city. They used to be the same team. Then you have the Saints, and the Saints don't really know where they are or who they are. But the Saints definitely think they can compete with the Cowboys. All right. All right, David, where would you like to go next?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the East there. I'm gonna put Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, or no, you know what? Let's go. Let's make it the East. So Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, and Carolina.
Oh, down the East Coast. Okay, I see what you did there. Yes.
So that would be the whatever AFC or NFC East, right?
Yeah. Okay, Ty. I'll go next then. I'll go next then. All right. This could go a couple different ways. It's really good. You could go these guys right here, the Colts and Ravens. Oh wow. I'm not gonna say that at all out loud. That's just too much right now. But if we are gonna go for a change up, right? And to make it interesting. I'm gonna go. Just gonna make it hard.
Oh, you're gonna go with the rule teams?
I think that's gonna make it hard.
Yeah. Oh. No. I like that. All
right, Ty, go ahead and what would you like to pick? Perfect.
Okay, so I see your grouping there.
And we could do this a couple times. I have a couple of them. So if you guys, are having fun, we'll do it for a couple times.
Trying to think about this.
I like breaking up Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I think that was a cool idea.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of the same type of thing here. We're breaking up these Great Lakes teams. So I would say, man. I would love to do like man. It could be rough. I would love to do Seattle, Chicago, and then you're gonna have to overlap here. The Browns,
yeah,
and the Bengals.
Okay. Oh, I like that. That's not bad.
That'll actually work, though.
We can do that
because you could put Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, that's the last four. Yeah. So I would do that. And then you got the remaining four.
All right. I like it. So now we got to name the teams, right? The divisions. Okay. So we got like our Pacific Coast League out here, the West Coast. What would you like to call this league out here with the Niners, Raiders, Chargers, and Rams?
Are we completely doing new division names? Or are they just like the NFC West?
What would you guys, if you want to throw out a new name, we could throw out a new name. Or if this works, NFC West, I think that probably works for this one. I don't know if you can keep all of, the current names, but I think NFC West
some
will
have to change. One. Yeah.
Yeah, that would literally be the NFC West. But then what's going to be the AFC West, right? That'd probably be Seattle.
No,
because Arizona, Denver, KC, and
Colts. I would put them in the AFC West. Pardon me.
Yep.
AFC West right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Love my paint. This takes me back to the days before AOL.
Little Microsoft Paint there.
That's right. All right, so that's a West, folks. Okay, so we got NFC West and AFC West. All right, what are we going to call the Seahawks in this? Right.
Well, let's make them the AFC North, or the NFC North. The NFC North, because then that throws like Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit in the AFC North.
Yeah, I had the exact same thoughts.
Okay, so
all right,
NFC. Oh well, do you want NFC North or AFC North?
NFC North.
Yeah, because we're switching it up.
North.
We're getting more of the old AFC teams, in the NFC now. So it's just a way to switch it up. I know the Seahawks and the Bears are still there, but we bring in, two teams as opposed to one team with the other division.
All right, so we got NFC North, West, and AFC West. All right. The name this right here. Dallas, Tennessee, Houston, and the Saints. The South?
So that's South, yeah. I would, and just to switch it up, throw them in the what do we want, Dallas? In the AFC or NFC?
I'll put them in the NFC because that would throw NFC the other two teams into this one. Yeah. NFC. And then we can make this over here Atlanta, the Jaguars,
AFC
Tampa Bay, and Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
I'm getting better with this paint.
Yeah.
Getting faster at it.
I know.
Keep it on the page now.
Squeeze it in there.
That's
there you
South,
go.
not Santa.
That works.
Okay. All right. And David, since you built this division over here, the Panthers, Washington, Baltimore, and Eagles, what do you like to name it? The East? The Wicked East?
I'm actually going to go AFC East on that one.
AFC East. Okay. I like it. If I can.
And it has 0 teams from the old AFC East.
Yeah. That's your one new division, right?
Yep.
That's new. Okay. So we can do a north, a west, and a west. We got 2 souths, so we probably have to have another north team. Are we going to establish this one here as the
AFC
we said
North?
Yeah, let's
the
make
AFC North.
Yeah, that's the AFC North.
Yeah.
And then the Battle of New York would be the NFC East.
Shout out to everybody who's still watching. We hope you're having fun. And if you got any comments, put them out there. We might be able to read them. All right, AFC North. And then you wanted to name this one right here, the NFC East. The Bills, Giants, Jets, and Patriots. Is that what you guys wanted to name it? The NFC East?
While you're doing that, Amend the Dream ask a question. If you could start an expansion team anywhere, where would it be, and what would be the team name? Oh, and you're allowed to pick
an idea,
non-QB player to start your new franchise with. Who are you picking?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, there's look at this gigantic gap, like where the NFC North writing is in that area. I mean, there's it's kind of up north, not many people actually live there. There's no huge cities,
right?
But
Boise, Idaho. That's where I'm going.
We're going Boise, Idaho. Okay. I'm going.
That is a good sized city.
I'm going to Mexico.
And you can't name them potatoes.
Oh damn.
Right.
What about potatoes? What about the spuds?
Thank you. Something, right?
I got your back.
That's really not bad.
There you go.
Hey, Tim Rattay came from a college, and they were the artichokes. Their mascot was the artichokes. So it's out there.
I love it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going New Mexico.
Hold on. Now we got a player that's not a QB to start the franchise with.
I'm bringing in Justin Tucker.
I think I'm going to bring in Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Kind of mean, really good defensive end, kind of mean.
I'm bringing in. What I'm bringing in? Oof. You want somebody who can do it all. Man, I'm gonna go TJ Watt. I'm gonna go defense as well. Bring a guy that's relentless. Hopefully his body holds up.
And you wanted to go to New Mexico, you said?
Yeah.
I like it.
That is an area that's not. There's no team.
There's no team there. I think you get a huge contingent of fans that aren't afraid to travel there. So yeah, we can do another one.
All right, we'll do one more, and yeah, maybe the third one. If we got enough chat interaction, we'll let the chat pick the third one. That sounds fun in a few minutes. All right, so David, Ty started first. Where would you like to start out first this time?
Well, we're gonna go with Seattle, Denver, KC, and Minnesota.
I like it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Let them have that. There's a big spot right. So we'll call this. What do you guys want to call it? The North, the Northwest.
Yeah.
North.
Yeah.
It
could be in Northwest. Why not? Yeah. We're totally renaming it. They could be the.
So we're gonna call it the Northwest. Is that right?
Yeah, they could be the North Busters. They're all busters.
And then, are they going to be in the AFC or the NFC? I say we put them in the NFC.
Okay.
I say we put them in the NFC. This would actually be a really competitive division too, I think. NFC. We'd have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs, possibly. Okay, so we have Ty. You're up.
All right. So I want to go a little wild here. See if we can do this. All right, so I'm going a little wild here. All right, so what I'm going to grab: the 49ers, the Raiders, the Bears, and the Colts.
Oh, okay. I like it.
I know I got you drawing all over the map there, but this is where the fun is.
You know? I like that. That's okay. This is where the fun is. I asked for it.
Yeah.
What would you like to name this division?
Oh man. It's not really divisional. I don't know. The Central? West, Central, West. I don't even know. What would you name it?
AFC or NFC?
Yeah, I would do like AFC Midwest, something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I think that'll make for an interesting division. Totally switching things up.
Yeah, AF. All right. Shout out to Murphy and Holly. I love them. I love them. And one day I'm going to go back when we're a little bit older, and we're going to listen to all the lovely sounds. I'll say, that was you back
there.
Yeah,
that was you all guys in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, David. Okay, well then I'll take the next one. Let's go ahead and do that. And there's a lot of good ones here for sure. This one right here, I think this is just ideally probably the. Let's go back here. Let's go click there. Got it. I'm gonna take Chargers, Rams, Cardinals, and
Texans. Okay.
And
Texans.
For this, getting rid of the Cardinal Cowboy old rivalry because they used to have a rivalry, and I'm trying to start something fresh with the Texans.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts there. All right, David, your turn.
Let's go with the Cowboys, the Titans, the Bengals, and Browns.
There you go.
Cowboys,
Titans, Bengals, and Browns.
And what are we going to call this division? Oh, we need to name this one too. I'm going to call this one the NFC South, the NFC Southwest.
There you go.
NFC Southwest. NFC South.
Oh, you could have just did a SW. Abbreviate. S period W period.
Save yourself, Bryant. Save yourself the struggle. All right, David, have you thought of a name for yours yet? And be kind.
The Snuffleupaguses. No.
Let's see. Let's go NFC Central.
Write that out. No.
NFC. All right, we got NFC C for Central.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. Okay, guys. All right, Ty, you're up next.
All right. Let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun. They are playing. So we want to do. I want to do the combo of Detroit, the Steelers, the Saints, and the Bucks.
Oh boy, let me figure out.
Just put two circles of the same color by them, Brian.
Yeah, there you go.
Just write the name out by them.
They're drawn all over the map.
There we go. He found him a path.
Lions and Steelers.
There you go. There's a path there. You found a path. Yeah. The Appalachian Mountain Trail up there. Yeah.
Crazy Juice is like, what's going on here?
Oh, wow.
If you're just joining us.
Okay. So the Diners and Raiders, Bears and Colts, the AFC. We have the NFC, NFC Central. So this has to be an AFC team if we're going to be fair. Like we want to put everything in
AFC Central there.
It's your choice.
Put AFC Central on that bad boy.
The AFCC. There you go. There's Central.
I like it. That's
Central time zone.
It really is. It really is. You got the Central right here, the NFC Central, and then the AFC Central right next to each other. Okay. All right. So I'm up next. Let's do something fun here. We got Green Bay all by himself, huh? Oh, fun.
All by themselves.
All right. And we got Atlanta.
Singing that song.
Yeah.
We got those guys. Ooh. All right. So I'm going to do the G-Men. Buffalo. The other G-Men. And I'm going to take the Patriots and throw that into a division.
I thought you was going to grab the Jets.
And I'm going to call
finally have the Giants and the Jets together.
I know. I kind of. Oh, that would have been a good idea too. I'm gonna.
No, but this is good.
Yeah, I already circled it. I can't do it now. But
that was good.
I think if we got I think this would work out because the Giants and the Packers, they have a pretty good rivalry, and then you still have the
that's
Patriots
old school.
and the Bills.
That's
even
real.
though we want to break it up, I think people like keeping that together. And then the Bills and the Packers, I think a lot of people would like to see it as a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be there against the Bills too, but I think that would turn in for that. So yeah, that's mine. I'm gonna call it the G League. The G League. No, well, it's got to be AFC North. The G League. AFC North. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Yep, I'm just gonna do the North because I got room. Come on. Now it's gonna make me struggle, of course. Folks, you came to see me play with the paint. All right. We have Ty up next, right? Or is it David? I'm sorry.
No, it's David.
David, you're up.
Is it me?
Yeah.
You're up.
Well, you know, I'm kind of like going all screwed up with everything here. So we're gonna put the Jets, the Eagles, the Jags, and the Dolphins in the same division.
I had the exact same thought. Yeah, you come down, loop around them, and then go back up. Grab the Eagles and Jets. Yep.
And are we going to call this like the Bermuda Triangle League? What do we want to call this? Like somewhere out here, right?
Yeah.
You could have left the triangle there. That would have been fine.
So it's got to be.
Let's see. So we have 1, 2,
AFC,
2, 3. Oh, the NFC has 1, 2, 3. What? AFC has 3. So this would be the 4th AFC.
3.
Yeah, it's 3 each.
Okay.
So AFC East.
Okay, so I got
East.
AFC. All right. So one North team, one NFC team, 2 NFC teams, 3 NFC teams. Okay, I got 3 NFC teams right now. Okay. We got 1 North team, 2, 3. Where are we missing at, guys? Oh, this one right here. We didn't pick this team.
Yeah, that's the last one. Yeah.
It looks like
the last division.
It looks like that for
Baltimore, Washington, Carolina, and Atlanta.
Yeah.
So Crazy Juice said he would have done Jets, Eagles, Ravens, and Commanders.
Yeah. I hear you, Crazy Juice. That's the I-95 battle. They're all like just within 4 hours of each other.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to make these guys fly on Boeing aircraft? Oh,
exactly.
Oh, I said that, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay, so what's Crazy Juice want? What's Crazy Juice want?
He wants the
who does Crazy Juice
Jets,
want? Jets,
Eagles, Ravens, and Commanders.
Okay, so and here,
Kenny and the Jets was a gang, Bryant, and I started it in 7th grade to deal with the rampant girl gangs who were harassing young males by giving massive wet willies and Indian burns. This is Kenny.
So you were saying you were beat up by girls.
If anybody
had to start a game.
If anybody else would like to contribute from the chat on a division, we'll sit here and we can tell some dad jokes until we get another person, or we can start picking for y'all.
Do something constructive and
this right down here.
Those 4 teams down there, the Gulf Coast division.
Oh, that would be a good name for it too. The
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, circle that.
Wow. Let's do that. Trying to keep the 3 Florida teams in the same division, but that's hard to do. It really is.
Well, we did it in our first round. We actually did do that. Yeah, David put them together.
No.
With the Falcons.
The Seahawks out here, their only true option is either straight down the Pacific Coast. That makes it fair for them. Or
keep it across or you keep them across the north, and like you could do a Seahawks.
You could go Seahawks, Vikings, like New England, and who? Oh, okay. I was just saying, like,
just to keep it simple, but yeah.
Well, the Vikings, Green Bay, and the Lions have been in the same division, though.
That's exactly. I'm just thinking of simplicity, but to break it up, I see what you're saying. Like if you do
that's not bad. But who else would you put in there, Bryant?
Like I would have lumped maybe the Giants in there with them.
Yeah, I would have gone. I would throw the Packers in this. I would throw the Packers.
Or maybe switch it up, swoop down and grab Denver. Where's that eraser tool? There you go.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
And then come up like this and go over. Let's see. Go over and come back like that.
That's the NFC frequent flyer miles division.
Oh yeah. And the NFC points division there, because you're going to get a lot of frequent flyer points.
Brian's like, I ain't writing that out.
Oh, he's doing points. See, 5 letters. Keep it simple.
Points. There you go. Frequent flyer points.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so who's getting kicked out over here? Who's not part of the fun?
See, I'm thinking you put the Niners and KC together, and then we got to think of 2 other teams to group with them.
How about the Niners, KC, Chicago, and Indianapolis?
That could work. That could work. I think we did Niners, Chicago KC, and Indy together.
Chicago, Indy.
Last round. Yep. So let's switch it up. Maybe either.
Why don't we try just
Indy and the Bengals or Indy and the Titans? What do you say? Just to break up Chicago and Indy.
What do you guys think of this?
Oh, there you go, BC. Oh, look at him keeping it nice and easy.
What do you think of that?
I like it.
Okay.
Hey, we got a suggestion in the chat.
And then these guys down here could
Jaguars, Panthers. Well, we got a couple suggestions in the chat. This one
we don't have to do
that. Buffalo, KC, Colts, and Bengals. That's from Anshul.
Buffalo, KC, and
Colts.
Yeah, we already got KC off the board, so we can take that off. All right.
Okay.
What did he say?
Ooh, you got a nasty division back there east.
Buffalo, KC, the Colts, and the Bengals.
I would do Buffalo, KC, Colts, Bengals. That's jumping around.
Yeah.
A lot.
You can make it work. There you go. Because they're a straight line.
A little bit.
Then you go right back up. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh. Let's see what we can do. You guys want to do this? Can we get a okay in the chat?
Just lump them together. Yeah.
I like that. This division actually would be really solid.
There's your Great Lakes division there.
Each other, these guys are really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking now I know that what's done is done, but I was thinking like a critter division, like the Bears, Lions, Panthers, and Jaguars. And it'd be the
that would be coming down like this.
You know, that'd be like, I'm kidding, but
coming down like this.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think here, like what.
That would be that.
So then, you know, you could put the Panthers, Jags, Falcons, and Titans in the same division. But then look, we got 3 guys back east all by themselves. So they're probably gonna need the Panthers, right?
Well, who else you got here? Who's left?
Oh no.
Well, you got Freezer right there. You got the Giants,
the Giants, and the Steelers.
So you can easily do them together along with. I would love to break up this West cluster here somehow.
You could go Giants, Steelers, Titans, Falcons, and then you could come down below and go. But see, that's going to put the Panthers and the Jaguars having to play a West Coast team.
It's all good.
You can.
Some teams got to travel. It's got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, look at Seattle. That's your fault. Your location is your fault. I mean, like, you mad?
Hey.
Be mad at yourself.
Hey, they should be glad Hawaii ain't on this map. You know, you put an expansion team out there.
There you go.
Can we revote for our expansion team where we want to put
exactly? You know, I didn't think of that. Go somewhere tropical.
I'm going to Alaska.
You better have an indoor stadium.
Nope. It'd be strictly outdoors, all grass.
Be playing on ice. It'd be the real ice bowl.
It'd be like the ice road truckers, but in cleats.
Yep.
Not sponsored, YouTube.
Oh, you could do Giants, Steelers.
Giants, Steelers.
Chargers, 49ers.
That would actually be pretty classic. Niners, Chargers.
Yeah. Then you got Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, Cowboys. RRCC.
Them boys.
Yep.
Them boys. Ooh. New York Giants, Steelers.
I like it. The idea. Division. The idea could go any way, and it's all comes down to, you know, if the teams are willing to, you know, because again, you know, some of these ones that we've done in the past, they look great. All of them great. You know, this is a blank one, of course, and you look at just some of the Raiders. People love seeing those teams play. Sometimes it's not good because there's some fights and stuff that happen, but that happens at any game. The Patriot game, and it was the Dolphin game, right? It can happen at any game, and it's horrible, and it really is. But like right here, this is one reason too that the Raiders didn't move down to Los Angeles, because the Chargers and Rams, you know, they both are from LA, and they thought if the Raiders moved to LA, then the Rams fan base would be cut in half. Here come the Raiders. The Raiders are already a pretty popular team, even though their wins column doesn't show. They still have a lot of fans and crazy loyal fans. So now you got Seahawks again. They're way up there, and they've been up there for a long time. It was okay because they were playing a bunch of primary West Coast teams.
Right.
You throw it out there, and you have to make them travel. But they were used to traveling, right? It's everybody else isn't used to traveling to them. That's an advantage for them. Well, guys, let's see.
Think about how much flying the Seahawks have to do.
Well, think about how much flying we have to do. I mean, there's most years that we are the most travel team in the league. You would think it would be a Seattle, but somehow we're up there every year.
That's true. Yeah, and sea chickens, that they can't really fly. You know, chickens can't really fly, so it's just kind of.
You're only good for barbecue.
Well, guys,
you know.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun just looking at that, getting a little bit outside of, just regular straight Niner talk all the time, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that.
Hey, we signed it. We signed a tight end today.
Yeah, but his name isn't Brock or Culp. So
I know.
Really going to make the team.
A tight end today, folks. We're going to the Super Bowl. No, that was a missing piece. He might not even make the team. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
No, it's fun though. It's definitely fun. And here soon, a couple more days, we'll have some new players to talk about. So definitely tune in and stay hooked. If you find out anything and you want to tell me in passing, I love to hear it. I like talking about 49ers and finding out new things. But right now it's really just all speculation until somebody's name's really drafted, selected, and signed to the paper, right? But until then, we can dream, right? So be looking out, folks, for that new epic Disney movie coming out featuring that four-wheel, lovable, family automobile. Everybody should have one in the driveway, right? And we're going to be definitely asking everybody. So come on back and let us know if it's red or grape, or if it's cherry or purple. And if you know. All right. And there's a long running joke on that, so you have to come back to understand that one, folks. But appreciate
fruit punch. Tropical fruit punch, I mean.
So that's the whole thing, when it has a name, right? It's not the color, right? Unless the color identifies the flavor. When I asked you, Ty, would you like a glass of lemonade? And it's lemonade Kool-Aid. What color am I handing you? A yellow lemonade, right? Yeah. But when I say, Ty, I have pink lemonade Kool-Aid, then what color are you getting? Pink, but the flavor is still lemonade, right?
Yeah.
Cherry is red, but when you ask if they want black cherry, it's identified black cherry. So, folks, if you want some of that tropical punch, or one of my favorite flavors, charcoalberry. Oh, you guys don't get me started on Kool-Aid. And if you know. Hey, we used to collect so many of those Kool-Aid points back in the day. My mom had coffee cans filled with Kool-Aid points. We were trying to earn up enough points. Yeah. We were trying to earn enough points to get the glass pitcher set with the Kool-Aid. It was the Kool-Aid band and then all the cups. And, one of those bucket list dreams. One maybe I'll just have to surprise her with under the Christmas tree one day. Shout out to you, Mom, if you're watching. Appreciate you. Love you. And with that, folks, we'll see you next time. And we really do appreciate you. Next time, it will be on whose channel?
David. Yeah, it was me last week, Bryant. No, remember it was me last week, and I was circling you guys. I circled the wrong guy. It was Bryant. Now it's you.
Sweet. Well, folks, keep your notifications out. We like to try to drop the shows maybe about a day early, so it's not flooded over the algorithm, but you know where to find us. It'll be either David's channel, Ty's channel, or my channel. We hope you're all subscribed. Hopefully you come back, and we will definitely see you next time. If you're on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, we appreciate the view. And again, thank you again. We'll see you guys next time. Stay faithful. Go Niners.